So let me share with you a little about the sick in infants and pregnancy study we are conducting. Zika virus infection have been associated with an increase in microcephaly and other birth defects in newborns and neurological disorders in adults, like the Guillain-Barré syndrome. Zika virus was spread among 76 countries worldwide, including Latin America. So the World Health Organization declared it as a public health emergency of international concern in 2016. This was from February 1st until November 18 of that year. Given this, researchers thought it was necessary to carry out a study, and the Sick in Infants and Pregnancy study came up. This study aims to assess the strength of the association between Zika virus infection during pregnancy and adverse maternal-fetal outcomes, and the risk of vertical transmission. For this, clinical and demographic data as well as biospecimens for Zika virus testing are collected from mothers and infants. This study is being implemented in 10 research sites across 6 countries in Latin America. Up to 6,000 participants and their infants were enrolled. The infants are being followed up until they are 1 year of age. In Guatemala, 1,000 women and their infants who attend Ministry of Health hospitals in the coastal regions were enrolled. Maternal and pediatric clinics and a lab area were installed in each facility for the study purposes. Mothers were enrolled during the first and early second trimester of pregnancy, followed through delivery up to 6 weeks postpartum, and were tested monthly for Zika virus infection. The infants were enrolled at birth and had visits at 3, 6, and 12 months. In each visit, the maternal specimens collected include urine, blood, saliva, and vaginal swabs. Breast milk samples were collected at delivery and 6 weeks postpartum. Whenever it was possible, we also collected cord blood, amniotic fluid, and the placenta. From the infants, we are collecting blood, urine, saliva in each visit. All biospecimens follow proper quality control measures at all points of the process to ensure high standards of quality. In order to guarantee the integrity of the specimens, handling, processing, and shipping are performed under cold chain conditions following standard laboratory procedures. Serologic and molecular testing is performed at INCAP laboratories. We use serum samples and the assays designed by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. These are the Zika ELISA and the Trioplex real-time RT-PCR assays. As for ethical review, central and site-specific reviews were performed, which include the University of Colorado, the Guatemala Ministry of Health, and INCAP IRBs. One of the issues that came up by the reviewers was to specify which specimens will be drawn and how will they be organized and discarded. All study staff, which include doctors, nurses, chemical biologists, and lab technicians at the field and at INCAP central offices, were trained and certified in ethical aspects of conducting research. Additional training was provided to the study clinicians who performed the consent process. The informed consent included specific questions regarding access to medical records, contact to participate in other study, storage of samples and data, notification of using data and samples, and shipment of samples to United States reference laboratories for further Zika studies. From all our participants, 99% allowed access to medical records. 96% wanted to be contacted for future study. 93% allowed to store the data and samples. Only 78% wanted to be notified if their samples or data will be used. And 90% allowed to ship their samples to the United States. All participant information is de-identified as part of the study protocol. A unique ID was created for identification of each specimen. At the laboratory in INCAP, specimens are classified according to the type and purpose of each sample. The specimen storage is carried out as per institutional guidelines for biological samples in -20 and -80 degrees freezers. There are currently over 150,000 allogos of all specimen types stored that is suitable for further analysis. Thank you.